Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 203 in our review. Please subscribe in this review, my favorite review. Might just say that every day. This review, as the past two ones, have a central guiding thought that, as I said yesterday, if we understood these three lines, we would understand the Course, because the entire Course is truly embodied within these three lines. These three lines being, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. An emphasis on that word still because it has multiple meanings for us. Initially, when I was doing the Course, I simply thought it meant I continue to be as God created me. And upon deeper dive into the Course and consideration, I realized, I do continue to be as God created me, but also I am still, because God created me, all of us, all of the sonship was created in stillness. Stillness is the condition of creation. Stillness. God does not create in chaos. I've said that probably the past 2 days. I just might continue with that as well. So God is the creative force, and God creates in and as stillness. So I am still as God created me. The lesson in our that we are actually reviewing today is lesson 183. I call upon God's name and on my own. And when we first had this lesson, it began with God's name is holy, but no holier than yours. There is no difference between God's name and ours. And if we go back to that lesson, also in paragraph 8, it told us to sit silently and let His name become the all-encompassing idea that holds your mind completely. Let all thoughts be still except this one. Let all other thoughts be still. Let all other thoughts fade away except this one. Let them be still in my mind. Let me not pay any attention to them. Let them be quiet. Just this one thought, that I call upon God's name and on my own. We also have been told that the name of God is a complete prayer. Lesson 169, we said that, we say God is, and then we cease to speak because there's nothing else that we need to say. God's name is complete and whole, and that is all I need to say. God's name, and I am still in that awareness of my lineage to my Father. His name is mine. Today's lesson and tomorrow's are dealing indeed with our inheritance and our lineage to our Father, our celestial parent. In the couple of little lines in italics, prayer lines that we have for review today, we are told the name of God is my deliverance from every thought of evil and of sin, because it is my own as well as His. My deliverance, my correction. God's name is the correction of every thought that I have that is still not purified. Every thought I have that still contains some aspect in the belief of evil and of sin. And when I realize that when I call upon God's name, and it is mine as well, that indeed I am lifted out of the chaos and the turmoil of this world, and I can go in stillness to my Father. Let all other thoughts but this be still in me. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Let all thoughts be still except this one thought, that I call upon my Father's name, and it is as though I call upon my own as well. We are one. There is no separation. There is no difference. And we begin and end each practice session with, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And we begin and end with that phrase. Our practicing, just to remind all of us, join again in God's mind. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 in the evening, or longer, hourly, to repeat at least at the top of the hour the lesson for the day. And I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. The more frequently we can repeat these three little lines, these three little perfect, sacred words, lines, the greater the impact they will have on us, because remember, a belief is only a thought that we have told ourselves over and over again. So let us tell ourself this thought, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Let me tell myself that as often as possible, so now it becomes more than just something that I say. It's going to become a belief in, it will be the truth indeed of who I am. And as I call upon God's name and on my own, I am calling upon the characteristics that my Father has and that I share with him. God is but love, and therefore so am I. God is peace, and I am that. And God is indeed stillness, and that I am as well, because that's how I was created, in stillness. And God is perfect and complete and total awareness, and that is what I am as well, because it is part of my lineage. And God is whole and complete and holy, and therefore so am I. And that is it for today. I hope it helped. I hope you're doing the lessons, the review. I do see every time when we get to a review that views sort of drop off a little bit. These review lessons are as important as the new ones, maybe even more so, because we are, especially now, we have the opportunity to go to a deeper level within our mind and within this course, and in the understanding of the truth of who we are. So that's it for today. Please like, share, subscribe, smile, knowing that you are not a body and that indeed you are free. Smile, take in a deep breath, release everything else, and please be here tomorrow. Namaste.